Hi there, I'm Adrian Belew. This is the Adrian Belew signature model Parker Fly. And if you're watching this, I hope you have one in your hands. If so, congratulations. In my opinion, it's the best guitar in the whole world. And I'll tell you why as we go along. The first thing you need to do with the Parker Fly, you need to turn it on. In the back there's a little switch here. When you flip it up, you'll see the light is on, and that means your battery is engaged and the guitar will sound a lot better. What I'd like to do first is to explain the very basic knobs of this guitar. They operate just like any electric guitar. You have the volume knob here. Master volume controls the volume of any of your sounds. And you have next a master tone knob that goes from full out treble to all bass, just like any guitar. On this guitar we have onboard pickups, which are DiMarzio pickup. One is a Sustainiac pickup. The DiMarzio gets you all your normal guitar sounds. The Sustainiac operates as a neck pickup unless you have it in Sustainiac mode. Now I'd like to explain the Sustainiac for a moment, made by our friend Alan Hoover. It's this pickup right here on the guitar. You activate it by pulling the tone knob straight up. Now you're in Sustainiac mode. That note will sustain forever. Now the second thing you get in Sustainiac mode is this. If you turn the knob fully clockwise, you'll feel a little click like that. And when you do that, it's switched into an octave up mode. You can do a lot of fun things with it, especially if you have distortions or anything else, delays. It goes from being a very beautiful sound to an all-out screeching sound, so a lot you can do with the Sustainiac. Now I'd like to show you the 5-way switch, which controls which pickup you're using or which combination of pickups. According to Jimi Hendrix, this is position number 1. With it all the way down, you are using the bridge pickup. You're going to get your treble sounds. If you move it to the middle position, which is number 3, you're going to get the piezo pickup that's on this guitar. Just like a regular Parker Fly, we have the piezo pickup. What is that? It is the acoustic sounding. If you moved it to position number 5, you are playing the bass pickup here, unless you're in Sustainiac mode. If you're in Sustainiac mode, you're just playing the Sustainiac. The 5-way switch matters not. So what happens to position 2 and position 4? Well, this is kind of nice. If you have it between the pickups, as we call it, to position 2, you're getting the bridge pickup and the piezo. If you have it in 4, you're getting the neck pickup and the piezo. If you look at the third knob, the chrome knob, it's a bit different. That's because it contains the sounds that are in the line 6 Variax. The Variax models the sound of 25 different guitars, all types of guitars. You have your Gibsons, your Tellys, your Strats, Rickenbacker, Gretsch, you name it, it's in here. Old jazz guitars, acoustic guitars, Martins. But the things that I like so much about it are the oddball things, of course. You can get some dobro sounds, for example. Or a sitar, choral sitar. I need to practice that a little bit. You get 25 different sounds, and the way you get to them is this. You have right here on the Variax knob the names of different categories. Each category has 5 sounds. You get to the sounds by going here. There's sound 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 on that category. Move to the next category, and it's the same thing. 5 more sounds. Next one, same thing. 5 more sounds. It's a lot of stuff. But, you know, rather than demonstrate all of them, I'm going to let you have all the fun for doing that. But believe me, there's so many guitar sounds in here, you'll never stop. If you wanted to get a Stratocaster in between pickup sound, so easy to do. They made it a little simpler though. There's one more thing that I'd like to show you about the Variax. Remember, we activate it by pushing it down. What they've done with the Variax is they've put at the end of each throw of the switch. You know what I'm saying? In other words, if you turn it all the way this way or you turn it all the way the other way, at the end of each of those throws, you can write in 5 custom sounds. Now this is great if you're performing live because you don't have to look down to try to find that Rickenbacker 12-string on there. You've already put it in position 3 when it's all the way this way. Now, so you will be able to have 5 custom sounds this way and 5 more custom sounds the other way. And that makes it a little easier to remember what you've got in the Variax since there's so much to it. How do we get those sounds? How do we customize them? This is what we're going to talk about next. How do you assign custom sounds with the Variax? Step number 1, find the sound you'd like. Let's say you dialed in the Guild acoustic 12-string sound. Step number 2, you hold this little knob in the back of the guitar and don't let go of it until I tell you. Step number 3, where do you want to put that sound? Well, it has to be in the extreme counterclockwise position or the full clockwise position. And put it, step number 4 then would be to move the 5-way switch into the position you'd like to have it. Let's say in this case I'm going to want the Guild 12-string sound to be on my middle pickup switch right here. Now I'm able to let go of the little button, that's step number 5, and you have a Guild 12-string sound in your middle position. Another great thing about the Signature Fly is it's MIDI ready. That means you can plug it into any device that accepts MIDI. That would be keyboards or guitar synthesizers. It's a whole new world of stuff for you. And you don't have to do anything extra to the guitar. It's already all built in. All you do is you plug in the 13-pin cord in the same place you would plug a guitar, and the information goes MIDI. So there you have the operation of this beautiful, incredible instrument. Thank you so much for buying it. Well, I want to say a few words about the Parker Fly in general and why I think it's such an amazing, amazing guitar. Since the 50s, you had guitars made by Gibson or Fender, and basically nothing else has happened since then. But there were some inherent problems. Tuning, intonation, little things like that. Ken Parker took 20 years to develop all the aspects of this guitar to perfect all the things that are wrong with electric guitars, and he's done a remarkable job. You start with, you've got the headstock up here. It looks a little strange. That's because he carved away all the unnecessary wood. And guess what happens when you do that? It resonates better, unbelievably. Then you have these tuning keys here. They're made by my buddy Bob Spurtzel, and they lock. And that means the guitar won't go out of tune. So simple. You put the string through, you tighten it in the back, you cut it off, and you're done. I can restring this guitar and have it singing perfectly in tune in about 5 minutes. Let's go to my favorite thing of the Parker Fly, which is the neck. Now, you would never be able to get a neck that would play so comfortably and be so thin and sleek and perfect as this neck if you just used a piece of wood. What Ken Parker has done is brilliant. It is a piece of wood, but it's coated on the back with some remarkable sci-fi material, some kind of carbon resin or something, and it's baked into the guitar. And guess what it does? It makes the wood 10,000 times stronger, something like that. You could stand on this neck and it won't hurt it. It'll never go out of tune. It will never need to be intonated. Did another brilliant thing. He put in steel, stainless steel fretboard. Stainless steel frets, I mean. He put in stainless steel frets. First time anyone had ever thought of that. So you don't have to do fret jobs. Now this guitar is remarkable to me because anywhere you play, even the highest note to the lowest note, it's perfect. The intonation is always perfect. There's never any dead spots, nothing like that. Ken Parker also decided to cut away, sculpt away all the unnecessary bits of guitars and make a shape out of the guitar which truly resonates and sings true. So that's why this guitar looks the way it does. I find it amazing. It's like a modern piece of sculpture, but it's also extremely functional because when you cut all this stuff away, it sounds better and it weighs 4 pounds. You can stop going to your chiropractor. Next thing on the guitar, I'd like to talk about tremolo arms, very serious to my heart. I move the tremolo arm with almost anything I do on the guitar, and it has to return perfectly. It has to bounce, it has to spring, it has to be a part of my hand. And I've never found a tremolo that could do that until now. This one is doing it for me. I can move my notes up a whole third, or down as far as I want. Comes back in tune every time. So those are just some of the advances he did. Putting on the magnetic pickups and the piezo, the beautiful color schemes you get on these guitars. I don't know, I think it makes it, in my mind, the Ferrari of electric guitars.